Hello and welcome back to a Kooky Corner of YouTube. I've been away for a few days, but I'm back now. And I brought you a little haul of kinds, a little new book show. Well, new old book show, should I say, because these books are new to me, but not specifically a new book. So we've got a lot to look at. I hope you're going to enjoy what I'm going to show you. And first up, I'm going to show you this haul from The Works, which is kind of like it's a bargain book, craft, children's toy book in the UK for those who are not in the know. And I've been quite a lot impressed by much of the stuff that they are showing in their stores at the moment. So I thought I'd just go through a few things that I've bought. These guys, I'll start off with these, the little wooden houses. I think they are really well made and they are excellent. As I said on a previous video, if you've seen my Stitchy Sweet Houses, these are the basis of that. And I think they are great. I know Hobbycraft do something similar, but theirs is £1.50 more to buy each singular one. And so if you wanted to do a few, it's going to be a little more pricey if you go down that route. So I'm really impressed with these ones from The Works. Absolutely love them. £2 for each one. You can get some advent calendar boxes from them as well, which has got the amount of drawers in it. And I think they're really cool as well. They're about £15, and I think that's amazing for you to actually make something that's going to last you for years and years. So that's the first thing that I got. I've got a few of these now. I've got a few. I've just made up another one of those recently as well. I've got 4 made up ones now. Grab. So I've got this one. It's so cool. It's got a little Christmas tree on one side with a bell. On the other side, you've got kind of like a plant and some coins. It's just, you can just go crazy with them. You can just add in anything that you want to add into them, and they will always, in the main, come out lovely. So if you want to check out the process on making those, then I do have the video before this one will be the Stitchy Sweet Houses, and it goes through how I put together those houses I've just shown you. Anyway, that's by the by. Other thing I've got, because I wanted to do some characters that maybe lived in the houses, because I was thinking that way ahead. And they've got these little dolly pegs. Now they feel really, I'm not actually opened one to see what they feel like inside, so let's do that. £1 for 6, which I think is very cool and achievable. And they're really smooth, they're nice weight. I think they're great. So I got £3 of those. Just because when you see something, I always say if you see something in these shops, you have to get it. Otherwise, sometimes it just disappears and you never see it again. So I've got 3 packs of those, £1 a piece. What else did I get? Oh, some craft tweezers. There's 4 different kinds of tweezer in there for using when you're doing your paper crafts and things and other things. £2. What? I kind of thought, I'm going to take a set of those because I'm going to be using some of that later on this month to make some things. And having tweezers, I know with your fingers you can do that, but with having placement tweezers is always a good thing to have in your stock. I have got some somewhere. I do believe there might have been half-inch by one of my daughters at one point. It's all right, my camera's just going for a twiddly ride. There we go. And so I couldn't actually locate them. So when I saw these, I thought I'm going to grab a set. Next thing I got, have looked inside this. It's a wooden flower press. Now I was thinking in my thoughts, I was thinking in my thoughts one day, it's a very useful thing to do, that this might be, if I made tiny books, it might be a way of lining them up so that you can glue them and sew them. I don't know how well that would work. Otherwise, it's a really nice little flower press. And that was £2. And I thought, yes, please, I'll have me one of those. It looks really simply made. It's not the greatest quality, but then what do you need if you're just holding some papers together? So, and I could actually decorate tops of that up, and that look brilliant. And then the next thing I got, which kind of blew me away again a bit, was this pack of embroidery threads. Now, if you're new to embroidery threads and you haven't got any, and you want a whole range of colours, then you get 2 of 15 different colours in this pack. So you get 30 skeins of embroidery thread for £3. 30 for £3. That takes it down to, what is that? I can't even figure out the mathematics on this one. Yeah, well, it's cheap. Very cheap anyway. Sorry, my brain's gone dead. I don't know quite why, but yes, I'll figure that out and I'll put a little note up. I'm sure you're all shouting at the screen now saying, it's so and so. I know, I'll get there in the end, don't you worry. So that was my little haul from the works. I will be nipping down there again to get some of these. I haven't actually looked at the embroidery threads or felt them. So maybe that's an idea now to open this up and have a little... You can get one out. Look, I think they're really cool. And if you haven't got any threads at all, embroidery threads, and you wanted to get a set where you've got like all your basic colours, I mean, why wouldn't you? There's black in there. Or is that a dark brown? I'm not sure if there is a black. Definitely a dark brown in there. But yeah, there's definitely white in there. I can see that. Anyway, that was my little works haul. The next one I'm going to show you some of the books that I've just recently acquired. So I'll just grab hold of those and I'll be with you in one tick. So I have been re-looking at doing morning pages. I read Julia Cameron's The Artist's Way many moons ago, and I am revisiting it because I feel that I've lost my way with it. So I need to actually read through it again and get myself in order, because I do find that if I start something, say like a bullet journal, I never actually get round to finishing it off. But I think with morning pages, it's something that I can do. Bullet journal kind of intimidates me slightly. The book intimidates me. And with the morning pages, it's basically you just writing down all of your thoughts. But also, whilst I was looking at my morning pages and the Artist's Way book, I have ordered these two, and I'm just reading through them in a minute. The first one is Charles Duhigg's The Power of Habit: Why We Do What We Do and How to Change. So this is all kind of examining why some people struggle, or why some people find it really hard to kind of rewire your thoughts, and ways to maybe do that. So very interesting. And also this one you might have seen at some point, which is Atomic Habits by James Clear. I've had this on my bookshelf for a while and I am now re-delving into it. I think I'd read up to a certain amount of it. I think I read up to there and then it went on my shelf. So I'm going to read through both of those. So those, along with my Julia Cameron's morning pages, Julia Cameron's The Artist's Way, which is actually indoors by my bedside at the minute. These are my books of reading at the moment. Well, non-fiction reading. And then to some books that I got secondhand, which I thought you guys might like to see also. So this first one is called Paint, Play and Explore, and it's by Ray Missigman. And it's Expressive Mark Making Techniques in Mixed Media. Let me take the camera up further. So I don't know if it'll fit in. Actually, if I take everything out from underneath it, that might be a bit more helpful. I'm just going to cause a riot down here. Okay, the riot's been tamed for now. So yes, Paint, Play, Explore by Ray Missigman, and it is just a whole host of beautiful, inspiring artwork. The way someone works, I love to see the way that someone else works and how they get there, how they achieve what they get for the end results. So I find this absolutely supremely interesting. So Ray takes you through all the usual things that you will get at the beginning of your book. So you get your writing implements, you get paint brushes, palette knives, all the paraphernalia that she would use in order to have a go at some of the things in this book. So we've got primers, paste and resist, substrates, machine and hand stitching, repurposed tools. I love this one. And then organic tools, so leaves and vegetables for printing and such. But look at this. Look how beautiful some of the artwork in this book is, and it really appeals to me. It's all my colours as well. It's all the things that I love about art. And I'm really looking forward to delving in and trying out some of the projects with this. And if you're interested in having a look with me at some point, or me just having a go at the project out of this and showing you guys, then please do pop me a message down in the description, in the message box underneath. Oh, so nice. Look at this. Look at this beauty. So this is a really, really cool book, just for lots of different ideas. I think picking up things that you would have around your house, like bubble wrap and rubber bands, things that we maybe know about, but sometimes you forget that these things, it's not about the expense of your brushes or whatever. It's all to do with being purposeful and repurposeful even. So there we go. That's Paint, Play, Explore, and that is by Ray Missigman. And I'll go on to the next one. This is another one I picked up secondhand. It is a crochet world of creepy I can't even say this. A crochet world of creepy creatures and cryptids. I want you to say that. It's a tongue twister. 40 amigurumi patterns for adorable monsters, mythical beings, and more. I picked this up for one thing and one thing only. Well, that was the reason I actually bought it. I can find it. No. Nosferatu was one. I have more than one reason. There was another reason. It was Mothman. I just love these little creatures. I am never happier than when I've got one of these in my bag or in my pocket to keep me company. And you can say whatever you like, and I will say, I think soft toys are great. I love them. And little ones like this that you can keep on your person, they're kind of like a little comfort blanket to me. I love them. And I love cryptids. And I love crazy mythical creatures. So this is such a good fit for me. And I'm going to have a go at making some of these. Look at the little fairy. So cute. Kitsune, goblins. Oh, look at him. He's seen things, bless him. So yes, this is beauteous. This is Ricky Gustafson. I think I did say, but I'll say it again. And just so many. If we look in here, we've got werewolves, we've got sci-fi robots. I'm going to have such a blast. Over the period of Yuletide, this is when I tend to dibble in and do little things like this. And I'll just kind of have some wall at the side of me and I'll just be watching something good on TV with a cup of something nice to drink, and I'll be crocheting a cryptid. So that is a hugely recommended book by me. I will have a go at some of the things. I love him. He's awesome. He's from Japanese folklore, apparently. Very cool. So yeah, I'll have a go and I'll tell you how I get on with these, because I want to make I think I might make the little Nosferatu creature, maybe, perhaps. Crochet World. This book is also a second-hand book. Really good condition second-hand, should I say. And it is a fairly new one, I think. Yeah, 2023. And it is Darryl Wakelam, who has a YouTube channel, but also I know him from when I worked in the school, and we used to do a lot of these things. You know, cardboard is a cheap resource that you can get hold of really easily. So we used to use it in the sculpture parts. So when kids were learning how to sculpt, then this is a really good material to start with, but also not just for kids, for anybody. And if you're wanting to do things, you don't want to spend out a whole load of money, then this guy is a person that you want to look at. It's sustainable. What is wrong with me? Sustainable 3D art projects to kickstart children's creativity, and it really is. It's mammoth. I mean, it's so good. You get the foreword by the artist, how to use this book, and it has got stages to it. So if you are one of the people who has got children who are going through school at the moment, or if you homeschool, very, very, very important to have different things, books like this, to give you prompts and ideas. So tools and materials are pretty basic. Some watercolours or something to put colour onto something, some basic brushes, foil, cardboard, masking tape and scissors, and that's, you know, PVA glue. It's a classic, isn't it? So cardboard construction, you get the 4 key building methods, and then tricks of the trade, planning and researching. And what Darryl does is he links all of these pieces into curriculum-based things as well. So he has different parts to this. I don't know if he's got a thing at the front. Yeah, so you've got faces and figures, birds and beasts, the natural world, the made world, and the imaginary. And on each thing that he's doing or showing you how to make, he has links to other topics and curriculum themes. So if you are homeschooling, or if you want to be more involved with the arts development of your child or yourself, I have to stress that because I am absolutely going to be making things from this book, then this is the place to look. So it tells you about the masks. So it's the history of mask making. So you could link it into something like A Midsummer Night's Dream, dance and drama, so making masks to do in performing arts and things. Carnival masks, such as Venice Carnival or Mardi Gras. It's really, really thorough. And on every double page or triple page spread, you have got a new thing you can make. This guy also uses just tubes, like toilet roll tubes, or kitchen roll tubes, and makes the most phenomenal things with them. And I had a go at something like that over lockdown. I did make some little tube faces, is what they were. It's like a squished up tube, and you manipulated it, and then you could paint it. I had such fun with that. So anyway, that's Art Shaped, Sustainable 3D Art Projects to Kickstart Children's Creativity and Adults. And that is Darryl Wakelam. It's by Bloomsbury. Last but not least is this hefty mammoth book. It's not big in that size, but it's nice and thick, and it is packed jam full of beautiful eye candy. This book was recommended to me by, I think it's one of the viewers of the channel, perhaps, or it could have been somebody on the Discord channel, but they came to me on my Instagram and said, look at these books I've picked up. One of them I already had, which is Imaginary Creatures by Carla Sondheim, which I already have that book. This one I didn't have. So I went and had a little search for it, found a secondhand version of it, and this is it. Literally dropped onto my letterbox, dropped through my letterbox this morning. And it's Hoopla, the Art of Unexpected Embroidery. It's by Leanne Prain, who, I don't know if you remember, she used to do a lot of things on yarn bombing way back in the early 2000s. And now has moved on to the beauteousness of embroidery, which we all know and love. But it's so many things, this book, to so many people. It's either I think it's either your thing or partly your thing, or you will love it. So if you are a traditional embroiderer, I would say it's still very interesting, but I think for the people who want to push out the boundaries of embroidery, this is superb and I love it. So you've got chapters, the evolution of embroidery, charting unknown territory, tools and materials, it goes on. It's such a thick book filled with stuff, stitch witchery, freeform work, which I'm really interested in. But just look, I'm not going to show you everything because clearly this from the front cover absolutely is beautiful. I just love it. And it kind of reminds me of the sock creatures. I don't know if you're on our Discord channel, but if you are, you'll have seen the beautiful sock creatures that Fabulous Jackie has been making. They're phenomenal. Absolutely loving everything that she puts out. It's great. And all her stitchery squares and everything, they're all fabulous. She really is a fabulous Jax. And I think she'd like this if she's not already got it. It's Tattoo Your Towels. Love it. It's just so cool. We've got this stitched portrait of Iggy Pop. And I am absolutely so looking forward to having a proper delve into this. As I say, it only arrived this morning. I've just had a cursory glimpse through it. But I love it. Actually love it. So there's lots and lots of different things, different artists, different ways of working. Altering clothing that even gives you little things to do to make within the book as well. Like a wolf-tastic scarf. Altered clothing is something that I really got back into probably at the end of the 90s, 1990, beginning of the 2000s. Loved it. And I'm also thinking of taking up again, because why not make yourself some beautiful clothing, is what I say. Look at this. Just so lovely. Photorealism, so embroidering on photographs. I love this idea. Absolutely love it. So animated embroidery. So it's like an animation of this dog running, but depicted in frames in hoops. How cool is that? It's just beautiful. I love that robot. Love these so much. So it's yarn on canvas with spray paint and marker. It's combining all the things that you might want to combine. Look at these. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Just sit here in awe, but I'm going to have so much fun looking through this, I can tell you. So many thanks to the lovely person who recommended this to me. And I'm so pleased I've got it. That's my book selection. And now on to my first Stitchy square that's arrived. Well, it arrived on Friday, but I didn't have time to show anybody, so I'm going to show you that now. So I was so excited to see the first Stitchy square swap for the second round that we're doing currently. And it arrived and I was, oh yeah, the first one's dropped. And this one is from Sarah Lally, who's one of my partners that I'm swapping with this time. Hope you like this. Please PM to let me know it arrived. I did do that. And this is the beauty. Look at it. Look at his face. I love this so much. It's beautiful. Nice, neat rows of running stitches. So lovely. And that cat and his face are everything, aren't they? They're just beautiful. Colours are beautiful. So thank you so much, Sarah. You are the first of my swappies. I will be sending some of mine out possibly at the beginning of next week. They're all ready to go. It's just me having some time because everything's happening again at the minute as usual. So I will be getting some out. If you are at all interested in taking part in the second round of the Big Little Stitchery swap, I think that's what it's called, then you need to head over to Arty Farty Annie's Facebook page, or for me, mainly the Discord page. That's where I hang out more often than not, is the Discord page. I catch up on the Facebook, but mainly my main place of being is in the Discord channel. In the Discord channel, you will have a specific thread room, we call them rooms, where you would go to find out somebody to swap with. And there will still be people looking for swappies as we speak even now. A lot of people sorted themselves out really quickly, but there are still people joining who want to swap a stitch square with someone else. So the rules are really simple. It's a square of stitched piece that's, I think it's 4 inches or 10 centimeters. I've gone 10 centimeters. This one's just, 10 centimeters thereabouts. That's on the inches. So if you're going 4 inches, it's dead on 4 inches. And then with a little bit around, it doesn't have to be as much. So you could do, like, if you were doing a 10 centimeter square, then what you would do around the edge is just add 2 centimeters on, so it's like a 12 centimeter square, and then that will be perfect. Anyway, that's my first one from Sarah, so thank you so much, Sarah. That is beautiful. I am absolutely in love with it already, and that cat's face, it's just so cute. I love him so much. I've got a whole host of things that I'm going to be doing this month. I've got a list as long as your arm of all the things I want to cover. Whether I get through them or not is another matter. But if you want to be part of the scene, then I don't know who I am. What am I like? If you want to join in, see what I'm making here, then don't forget to like and subscribe. Subscribing important because then you'll get to know whenever I upload a new video, which is fairly frequently, has been recently because of all the things I've been doing. But I'm also going to be doing Folktale Week, which is another drawing prompt, but it is only for 7 days, so there will be things on that coming up as well. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Look after yourself, and I will be back here soon with something else. Bye for now.